There we go.
All right, we're
Okay,
going.
So you got.
We're going.
Okay, so you
Hey.
guys wanted to know about my Pop-Tart crisis.
Yes.
So
Yes.
first, I have to tell you about my new job and the schedule I'm running on right now. So I have to wake up at fucking 3:30 in the morning every day.
Ugh.
Okay, so keep that in mind. I have to be at work at 5, so I leave at about 4:30, which means I have to wake up around 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
That's
And
like
then
11
as soon
o'clock
as I
our
wake up-
time.
What?
What?
You
No.
want to
Said
say
you
that
wake-
again?
How
You
is
said you
that
wake up
bad?
at 3 in the morning.
7 o'clock.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
6
6:30 in the
o'clock. You
morning
got that
for us.
off by 5 hours,
He's not
Shawn.
No, you
8
said you
hours
woke up at
ahead
3.
behind.
Yes,
You said you wake up
3
at
a.m.
3.
Not
Yes.
p.m. a.m.
I'm
Yes.
about to,
And that's 3 hours from where we are. Sans Jake.
So, okay. So is 3 plus 3 11? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm going backwards, you
Behind us,
dingus.
not ahead of it, right? Or,
No, you
Yeah.
guys are 3 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, so you're... So, I'm just thinking...
I'm 3 hours
hang on.
behind you guys.
Yes, but from where we were, the time you be waking up is like 11 o'clock our time. Or no. No, wait, no, it's 6.
No.
You're-
no,
it's
it's
6.
6:30.
God.
6:30 our time. He has to be at work at 8 o'clock our time.
I'm losing
so-
brain
Alright.
cells just listening to this.
Anyhow, I had to
didn't
get
need
up at. I woke up at 4 o'clock. I had to scramble to get ready, and I didn't have time to make breakfast or any of my meals for the day. So I grabbed one of those big boxes of Pop Tarts. They were s'mores Pop Tarts. I literally just grabbed like one of the 12 pastry boxes, and I stuffed it in my backpack and ran out the door. So I've
The
had
best
nothing
kind.
but Pop Tarts all day.
So what you say?
I
You
do
had
like the small ones.
you had anime girl toast basically. In your
Yeah, he's running to work
Basically.
eating a piece of toast in his mouth.
That's basically what I did because I did have a pack of Pop Tarts in the car.
Well, I got out of
That's
work and
funny.
bought a
Pop
box
Tarts
of
you got.
Polish donuts.
There you go. Wait, Polskis? Or what are they called? Patchkis? I forget what they're
Paxkis?
called.
Yeah, Paxkis.
Something
These
like
ones
that.
are-
Yeah, I haven't had those
yeah.
in a minute, but they're
They're
really
cream
good.
cheese filled. And I got out of work, dropped the box in my car, took a donut out, took my longboard out of my trunk, and rode around the parking lot eating a donut.
Wait,
There you
what?
go. That's better.
You just got out and
Hell
started
yeah,
running
that's-
around a park while eating.
Yeah, he stopped in the middle of the freeway. He's like, "All right, this is donut territory." Pulls out, he like unveils his longboard from underneath the big black tarp in the back, and he's like blowing off the dust. And he picks up a donut, and he's like, "Down the freeway I go."
I mean, that's
Follow
almost
the
accurate, except for the
yellow
freeway
road.
part.
Follow a yellow brick road.
Don't tell me you actually keep your longboard in a black tarp, a mysterious black tarp.
Oh no, I just keep it in the trunk.
Next, okay.
Just in
If you
case,
guys
like,
can't
hey,
tell,
this is good. This is good skating street. I'm gonna get the board out. It's nice and smooth here.
It's good skating territory here.
This is skating territory.
If you guys
Okay.
can't tell, I am fucking delusionally tired right now. So,
Yeah,
this is
so I
gonna be
know-
fun. Hello, everyone, and welcome to A Path Through Time. I just yelled way too loud there. I am Dakota, your PM, your DM, your GM, and I work for the government! That's right, Tyler. I know what you did on October 3rd, 2021, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yes, Evelyn. I mean, not Evelyn. What are you... There's a person sitting to my left who thinks that rocks are the worst things on Earth. Why do I always paint Evelyn as like the worst person on Earth?
Evelyn hates
It's
everything,
me,
apparently.
Evelyn, and I don't work for the government. In fact, I don't
Wow.
work for anybody right now because I am my own boss.
Wait, are you actually working alone? Or are you actually self-employed?
No, I'm fun employed.
You're fun.
That's
What is that supposed to mean?
She's
She's
unemployed, but
not
she's
currently
having fun.
working.
Yeah.
That doesn't
You,
sound
you
fun at
misheard her,
all.
Dakota.
Well, it
I
can be.
could have sworn you said. I could have sworn you said you're fun employed.
That's what
That's
she
what I
said.
No.
Okay.
She's
I'm gonna
unemployed,
say
but she's
because
having
being
fun.
unemployed is not usually fun. Last time I was
That's what she
unemployed, I was
said.
almost homeless.
Yes, we know.
But
No,
Thanks for
Well,
the sympathy, Jake.
I don't know. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to have fun with it. But anyway, rocks. Yeah, rocks are the worst.
Anyway, rocks.
Anyway, rocks.
Yeah, rock
And-
guys, huh?
And sitting to my left is someone who wants a lump of coal for Christmas.
Yeah, times are getting kind of rough. Heating's kind of hard. Lumps of coal are actually kind of valuable these days. So, I'm Eli, and yeah, coal be good.
Do you
And
have any idea how much heat you can create with a bag full of coal? Like that would heat your house forever.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And sitting across from me is someone who thinks that coal can also boost fire for some strange reason.
I feel like it should though. Like that could be
I
a held
mean-
item.
It
Are you
is.
guys forgetting about charcoal?
It is a hell.
I mean, that's
the
different.
point.
Oh yeah.
It's like coal's younger cousin.
Yeah,
It's
like
very
it's
similar.
like I could see them making that an item. Like a hardstone exists. Hi, I'm Shawn, and sitting perpendicular to me is somebody who puts his coal in the chimney, waiting for Santa Claus, and then throws an ear of corn, hoping it would give Santa a popcorn as a treat.
What?
So you're making popcorn in the chimney with just a regular ear of corn.
Hold on, you said I'm putting coal in my chimney, then throwing popcorn out my chimney, hoping for popcorn to come back as a present. What?
I don't. I'm just as confused.
So is the
So,
chimney
like-
the part above the fireplace?
Yes, that's where the smoke goes out.
Well, obviously.
To be
Alright,
fair, I
so
think
how
I was
do you
just.
put stuff in the chimney. Wouldn't it just fall to the bottom?
You can take
You
bricks
can
out.
just do it.
Um,
Like go to the roof. But
Wedge it
my
on the side.
Yeah, you go to
My-
the roof when the flue is closed.
yeah.
So with the
You
flue
fill it up.
closed,
That's called smoking out your entire house.
You fill it up with
I
coal.
didn't say it's
You
a
throw
good
down
thing
the
to
ear of
do,
corn,
but-
and you throw down a match, and hope you fill the chimney with popcorn.
So you
know?
want me to light Santa on fire?
It'll go out by the time he gets there.
He's gonna fall down and,
And you'll
just
just
crush
have-
a giant bowl of popcorn.
Yeah, and he'll just have like super cold, sooty popcorn to eat.
You know how people
It's
make
me.
like popcorn balls for Halloween? That's the same thing.
Except
it,
one. I don't know about that one.
It's me, Jake. Take that, Santa Claus. That's
have-
for all the coal.
Do we have anyone else to introduce? I lost track of who's doing what.
To my left is this our
Nope,
bot
that's
named
everybody.
Craig.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
it's
Craig,
Craigo!
we're recording our backup audio.
What up, Craig?
Oh,
Craig
man,
is
man,
always
Craig.
here, folks. He's always
He's always here
listening.
for us.
He's always watching us, just like the government and me.
He's making a list, checking it twice.
Eating
Gonna find
popcorn.
out
on
who's
it.
not.
Santa Claus, kindly old elf for CIA spook.
What happened? What is with the Christmas theming all of a sudden? It is, at the time of recording, it is the end of April.
We're
Evelyn
festive.
brought up
Don't worry
coal.
about it. You work for the government. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
I brought up Christmas.
You don't know our
Yeah, Evelyn,
entertainment.
This is Evelyn's fault. She brought up Christmas.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Just a real quick side note. The only reason I say work for the government is because I just got a new job recently, and technically, I do in fact work for the government. I manufacture parts for the F-35 fighter jet and the Apache helicopter,
And
along
Air
with
Force
various Boeing
One.
airplanes.
Can't wait for
we
those
do s-
protesters to come in and say, "Wow, can't believe you do all this."
Yep, I know. All those darn protesters out in
You know that
Washington.
you know that GMPM DM of Mystery Dungeon, A Path Through Time? Yeah, he worked for the government. He cool.
Ain't
Yeah, you
he
guys better
cool?
watch yourselves out in the Discord. No, I just like saying that because literally all I do is manufacture parts. I'm a manufacturer. I've
Man,
done that for
it'd be
years.
cooler
It's
if
what
you
I'm good
didn't do
at.
something exciting. You're like, yeah, I just kind of sit at a computer and just like drag files into the trash can.
I mean, we do use the computer for logging.
That's me,
our
the
stuff,
digital custodian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine you say I work for the
somewhere,
government, you're just a janitor.
I click on all your data.
Yeah, I'm
and-
not the janitor.
I'm a janitor in the Pentagon. I work for the government.
I mean, honestly, that wouldn't be too bad of a position because you probably would
You
have
make
to
bank as a
like do
janitor
a
there.
classified information, possibly. I don't even know what I'm saying. Maybe
Everybody roll a
whatever.
d4 to do the recap.
I don't got my
Yes,
dice
beat me
ready.
to it. I have to go grab my dice. They're sitting on my bed because my cat was knocking them off my desk last night.
Unprepared GM.
I got a
Oh,
4.
fun! I'm dead. I got a 4.
I also got a 4.
Hold on.
And in Chinese culture, 4 means
Jake,
death, so I'm
Get
dead
a
now.
4.
All right, I'm back. What? Did I just hear something about death? I was gone for 5 seconds.
I got 2.
I said I got a 4, and in
Fuck.
Chinese culture, 4 means death.
But 4 is the magic number in so many ways.
Hold on, guys. I dropped my D4 on the ground somewhere.
Dakota!
Get your head in the game.
All right. All right, there it is. Found it.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, what did you guys roll?
I got 2.
4.
And we all got 4.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
4s and a
crap.
2.
Crap! I got a 3, and I
Yeah!
don't remember what happened last. Actually, I do remember what happened. Almost nothing because if I
Almost
remember,
nothing.
If things go the way I think are gonna happen, the previous episode is gonna be really short. If
30-minute
No,
episode.
we got the whole explanation of Salena, and Salena
Yeah, but
got
that
our
was-
explanation.
yeah, but that was like 45 minutes of raw audio, which is probably gonna be cut down to like 30 minutes.
We got the explanation 6 times
if
because
we're
we kept
lucky.
restarting.
Yes,
That's
well, I mean,
true.
unless you've listened to the Patreon version, which, by the way, coming soon. Not yet. We are getting that underway. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But
There's some cool things on the Patreon,
But-
probably.
you know what?
There
Good as
will
places.
be.
I needed to plug this. Actually, by the time of this episode's release, the Patreon will probably be out already. So, I think
Depends
I've
on my-
only got like
Depends on my internet.
yes, Jake's been helping me out with the Patreon, so kudos to him.
We
Yeah,
all
I'm trying to
pulled
do some math. When is this gonna release? This is technically episode 8. So this is gonna release in about 2
this-
months' time.
Yeah, this will be like a
Mm.
July or August or
Ju-
what? June or July.
I think
August?
end of
Yeah.
June, beginning of July. But yeah, by the time this episode comes out, our Patreon should be out for probably like a month by now, if things go the way they think they do.
Hopefully.
But I'm not gonna give us a proper. I'm not gonna say what's on the Patreon because I don't 100% know what's going on there yet. All I know is what we've already put on there. So, you guys probably already know what's on there. Anywho, recap. So last episode was the explanation. No, did we? No, because we. Oh wait, no, we. hold on.
We basically spent the whole session trying to bribe.
I can't help. It's been like it's been like a month since we recorded the last episode.
What I
Yeah,
mainly
it's been
remember
that
is
long.
we
It's been
basically
like
tried to
2
barter.
weeks.
We tried to
was
barter
longer
for
than
the
2
emblem.
weeks.
We tried to barter
Yes,
like a bunch
I-
of stuff for the
I-
fire orb.
Yeah, I remember something about you guys were. She wanted collateral so she could give you the orb. She took Walter's guitar. She gave you guys the explanation of basically what's going on with her and the time travel shenanigans. And
Now,
I still
Dakota,
gotta
I
get
don't-
this.
Dakota, I don't remember.
What?
Could you go over that explanation again?
Yeah, one more
Oh
time.
no!
No, no. But if you
No.
need the explanation again, listen to the previous episode.
It is funny because I literally just opened my Google Docs to make sure I'm getting some things right. Because I don't remember what I said about how long Selena's been in this time period. I don't remember if it was
7
8
or
years.
what?
or-
8 years.
It was 8
Yeah.
8
8
years.
years.
Okay, it was
I
8
thought that was
years.
how many years she had.
Okay.
I thought that was how many years she had left.
No, she
got
has
20 years
until.
left.
Yeah, well, yeah, she has
Well-
until modern Night of Scratch times because
Wait,
she
Selena's
was.
gonna die?
Probably. If you guys don't help her.
not help
In
her.
like 14 years time.
So we're saying all
I
we
mean,
gotta
we
do
don't
is
really
hide
have
out
any
for
reason
20
to.
More than
years,
that,
and we're good.
right?
So, well, no, because PTT takes place 20 years before the events of Not a Scratch. And Salena is from Not a Scratch, who was
Yeah.
sent back eight years?
7,
That's what we
right?
just
No,
said,
no,
huh?
20 years,
8.
obviously 20. Selena was sent
Sure.
back in time 20 years to your
No,
guys' time.
28
And then
years.
Welcome
She's been
to the
because the
future.
rift started
28?
appearing. What? Is
Oh,
it
that's
7 or
right.
8 years
Yes.
ago?
Okay.
I don't-
You might be clarifying something that I may have made a mistake about. Yes, it's 28 years. I might have said 20 or 8 years, but yes, it would technically be 28 years ago because Selena's already been in this time period for 8 years at this point.
Yeah.
Meaning that at the point of which 20 years before Not a Scratch is, Selena's already been there for 8 years. So obviously 20 plus 8. And
Yes.
so, yes, Selena's been here for 8 years. She's been hunting down a way to find. Apparently, I'm just giving the full recap, so whatever. She's trying to hunt down the magical. At the time, she didn't know there were orbs that'll help her either save her mother or just bring her back to the time that she is supposed to be in. So, because two instances of herself cannot exist at the same time, so she must use the power of the orbs to transport herself back to the exact time in which she came, so that way matter is neither created nor deleted by her being into the same time as herself.
Yes.
I think that's it.
She acts like tampering with the power of gods won't do is no big deal.
Oh yeah, it's no
Doesn't
big
she
deal
have
whatsoever.
to go back to like a time before she was born?
Hmm?
I mean, currently she is in a time before she was born.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Right.
hang on. How old is she currently now in our time?
I don't think
We don't
I
know
might have
that.
said a number. Well,
Yeah,
you guys
we were
don't
never
know that,
given
but
a number.
I think I put down a number at some point. I think she was like, hold on a second. She's one for you.
Well, she was a
I think-
kid when she got sent back, so she should
That's
why I'm
probably be a
asking.
teenager
Hey,
nowadays.
Yeah.
Hey Selena, how
Yeah,
old are
that's
you,
why
by
I'm
the
asking.
way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I
Oh.
think she's like, I think she's about your guys' age. I think that was just a straight up coincidence because I think she's supposed to be like 10 years old when she got transported back and it's been 8 years. So I think she's like the exact same age you guys are.
That's
And that's just a complete coincidence.
that's so weird.
That's cool.
That
What
is
a
so strange.
coincidence!
Yeah,
So
that is
she
weird.
just kidnapped some random guy who's her own age. And then,
Well, I mean, I don't think kidnappers are. What's the word? Ageist? I don't know what that is. They don't care about age. Is that a thing? Ageism?
Probably.
Weird.
Yeah, well, you don't like.
Probably.
yeah,
might be.
probably.
That's how, like,
I might just be
teenagers-
offending a
it's
million
how-
people
it's
right
how
now.
teenagers don't like
Oh,
old
no.
people, and old people don't like teenagers.
Yeah,
Please
that's the thing.
forgive my ignorance.
So Walter
Okay.
got adult napped by adult.
Yep, and then he was,
Adult
and then he made
napped,
friends
sure.
with his kidnappers.
Yeah, I mean, we literally named that episode Stockholm Syndrome. I don't think that episode's come out yet at the time of this recording. but
No,
that's
it
the name I
hasn't.
came
It's-
up with
it's
it.
That title
Yeah,
does
the
not
na-
sound
the name
familiar.
is
No.
literally- No, okay, yeah, that's because I had to come up with a bunch of names for Jake to name the raw recordings in Patreon because those are being put on the Patreon before the episodes are actually being released. So I actually had to come up with a bunch of names for them.
That
Yeah.
episode should
Change
be
the
coming out
names, it's-
next week.
If you want to
Hold
change
on,
the
I actually
name,
wanna see.
I can easily
I want
change
to.
it.
Do you realize we are sharing the same Patreon account, Jake?
I
If,
know.
if I see it's different, I will change it. Hold on one
Man
second.
was getting
I
on
need
me
to
because I only put 100 Boca Burgers on a wall. He wanted me to put the whole freaking song.
Okay, so this
Oh,
is
no.
so by the time this episode comes out, obviously the previous episodes will already have come out, so this is not a spoiler. But the episodes are episode 4.5, Secrets Revealed. Episode 5, the worst episodes ever. Please don't listen to it. It's so awful. Episode 6, Stockholm Syndrome. Episode 7, Making Plans. They probably won't happen anyway, in parentheses.
Wow.
apparently
So little
that's-
faith in us, huh?
Wait, what happened?
Apparently,
Why is episode 5
He
the worst
named an
episode
episode
ever?
making plans, but they
Do you
probably
remember
won't
what happened
happen
in
anyway.
episode 5? people on the Patreon will understand that more, but we had so many issues with the timeline in episode 5 that we ended up just like using it as a filler episode, and it turned out really bad.
Yep.
So that was fun. Tupelo, quit messing with my dice. He's trying
It
to
was
knock 'em off
pretty
the dice.
fun.
It was
That
very
wasn't fun
fun.
for. It was not fun for
We
me.
met
That was.
Barbenheimer's cousin or whatever.
I don't remember
Oh.
what happened that episode.
Oh, yeah.
We think
also
it's
met Celine
Barbenheimer's
Dion.
cousin.
It took me a while to
yeah,
remember what
something like
episode
that.
5 was. My bad. Yeah. It was very much a filler
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it was a filler episode because I got the timeline wrong with Jake being in a different day than the others were with the solo episodes. So I ended up getting backwards, and I had to stall the others for a few days for things to make sense again. And I had to do that on the fly. So the entire episode was improv, and it just did not turn out well.
We called him out. We're like, why would we do that? And we chose not to do the thing he wanted us to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I had a plan to stall you guys. That was the thing. I had a plan to stall you guys. You guys out logicked me and threw the entire episode out the window. I was like, what am I supposed to do now?
Was it the plan I gave you help with? Like, say, like there was 4 Glaceons and 1 Umbreon gang in like the wild.
It was based on that. It was
Oh wait, no,
similar,
it was
I
the
think,
Glaceon
what I
with like
said.
the yellow tie with the yellow.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a Glaceon with a yellow bandana, but I accidentally said a Glaceon with a red bandana, which made no sense. So they logicked it out that it was not Salena. So it did not turn out well. Anywho, I just gave a recap for the entirety of Arc 2, so you're welcome.
You should have just said a Glaceon with a bandana.
All right, guys, it has been 30 minutes. I think we should possibly get into this episode.
Good episode, guys. See you next time.
All right,
Yeah.
let
Let's
us.
splash on in.
Wow.
John, what move are we using?
Wow, Evelyn, wait, I cut your way in. let us
Is that what it's
trick
gonna
or
be? Cut on in?
No, it's trick or treat.
Listen, Evelyn, we've had enough
Let's
of you
Trick or
flashing
treat?
people.
I mean, that's interesting.
Let's-
That was a
Let's trick or treat on in,
Uh,
guys.
wrong
no,
season
Sean.
for that.
No. Okay, no, that's been
We are in
ruined.
the
Sean,
Easter season,
generate
not
us
the
a new move.
Halloween season.
Evelyn, we've had enough
We
of you
should be
flashing
bouncing
people,
on it
okay?
or
You gotta
something.
stop. You got a problem.
Okay, I got one.
Sean, generate us a new move. The moment's been ruined.
Got it. Oh, I didn't know I was putting us in. Okay.
I
We can flash on in.
don't edit that silence out. Don't edit that silence out. That was fun. That was good.
Oh.
All right. So, Sean, what are we going in with?
Body press.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Press on in.
Protein!
All right. If no one's else gonna say it, let us body press on. Did Hulk Hogan turn into an old man?
Protein!
Did he get the Roger treatment? Let us
Protein,
body
young
press
man.
on in. Sure. Okay. This whole episode is just chaos. Okay, so you guys are stepping off the train at the Gale Beach train station, and it is about midday, and you guys can also subtract 50 Poke from all of your guys' pockets for the train tickets.
Okay.
So, you guys are at Gale Beach. It is about midday. I think I already said that. You guys can see the sun filtering in through the underwater dome above you, the underwater glass dome above you. And from the exit, you can see sunlight streaming in. There are no people on the station. And as you guys step off the train, Selena's like, all right, guys. Well, I haven't really been here except to, like, go to the bar place over there. She like gestures towards the end of the tunnel. I guess we could just Bruce, well I mean this is your place. I think you should lead the way.
Okay, let's go on over to my house then. We can get everything sorted out there.
Anyone find it weird that like nobody's ever in the train station? Like I feel like this place should be more packed than it ever is. Like, where is everybody?
Yeah, no, there's always the cool teens over there. There's probably people getting on and off the trains along with us. They're just not worth mentioning, according to the DM.
I mean, half the people probably can swim there or fly there, so I don't think we got to worry.
There's also the pierogi stand.
Yep.
Stands.
Yep, the two bewares running the two pierogi stands are still there. You can see Pierogies. I forgot the first name of the first one. And then there's Pierogies 2 Electric Boogaloo sitting on the other side of the track, which you can't currently see because there is a train in front of you that is blocking the other
Pierogies
side of
one
the
and
tracks.
done.
That's
Pierogies one
it.
and done. That was in fact it. Yeah. So yeah, you guys can see Pierogies one and done, but you can hear the banter of Pierogies 2 Electric Boogaloo over the sound of a humming train. You just hear two. I'll take 2 toenails, 2 teeth. I think that's actually what I said last time.
Yep.
But yeah,
Okay,
Salena
and
is
we're out of
like
there.
Selena's like gesturing for you guys to head out. Because it is
Getting
time to
out
make
from
some
under the
plot
water
progression.
with the fire type.
Yeah, that'd be funny if the dome broke and just like absolutely killed Bruce.
That'd be like Fire type's worst
They'll just
nightmare,
get
being surrounded by
splashed.
water.
That
You know,
this
there was
is why
a-
Bruce tries to spend as little time in this train station as possible.
The world's biggest splash.
And yet you live right beside the ocean.
That was like the calmest train I've ever been on. Because like usually I feel all weird when we're on the train, but this time it was pretty all right.
Okay, so you guys are now out on the beach. You guys take some time. You travel up. Where does Bruce live again? I forget where Bruce lives in relation to the town. Do you live on the edge or in the middle? I don't think you live in the middle.
It's close-ish to the edge. No, it's like halfway between the middle of town and the edge of town, I think.
Okay.
In relation.
Because
Okay, in
I know
relation.
Bruce is the closest to the school.
That's what I was gonna
Okay.
say. Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so you guys spend like a good 15 minutes walking to Bruce's house, and as you guys are up, you see Alfred the grandpa doing some yard work outside. He is snipping the hedges as you guys walk down the path, and he says, "Good evening to you, or not evening. Good morning to you, Bruce. It seems like you have brought some friends. May I ask who these are?"
Yes, these are Zekrom the Lucario and Salena the Glaceon, and Abyss and Bree are these Umbreons here. The business with Zekrom will probably be faster to deal with. I really just need to get him a job and kind of a new identity. I'm sure Mom can help out with that. And then the other three have some more private matters to deal with Mother.
Oh snap!
And
I
he's
just
like-
realized
How are our parents gonna react?
When you
Walter's
said
mom
pr-
is here.
When you say private, do you mean? And he like gives you like a look, like you mean?
Yes.
I see. Okay. I will go fetch Mr. Flameback shortly. As for Zekrom, you say you're looking for a job, right? And he like gestures at the Lucario, and Zekrom's like, yeah. I mean, just getting out of a bad situation. I just need a. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated than just getting a job, but at the moment, yeah, just a job, and maybe we can discuss it here in a bit. And Alfred's just like, yeah, certainly. Right. So let me go fetch Mr. Flameback, Mrs. Flameback. If I could fetch Mr. Flameback, I would have done so long ago. I'm going to go fetch Mrs. Flameback, and I will be back shortly.
Walter whispers to people. I wonder how my mom's gonna react if she figures out that these guys kidnapped me.
Walter the grandpa. Wow.
Oh,
Alfred the
goodness.
grandpa. Alfred the grandpa heads inside the house, and after a good minute or so, you see Miss Flameback the Typhlosion head down. She's like, "Oh, hey, Bruce.
So we found some people.
She's
And-
like hesitating as she sees like a large group of people.
Yeah,
Just
we
standing outside
left
her
with
house.
4, came back with double, you know.
That's how we do it.
Very unusual for Bruce to do.
Hey, yeah, Bruce. Could you come inside with me for just a minute?
Yes. I was hoping you would get me out of there.
So yeah, she like gestures inside, and I take it you're following her. She takes you to the kitchen and sits down at the table, and she's like, "Well, so what's all this about?"
Real quick, Zekrom kind of got him out of a mob situation. Kind of need to get him a job, probably a new identity, as soon
Who's
as
Zekrom?
possible. Zekrom the Lucario. That's
okay,
the
gotcha.
Lucario that's out there.
Okay.
And yeah, I figured you'd be able to help out with that. I'm sure he can do whatever.
Do you mean here, like, helping Alfred, or do you mean, like, at the
I mean,
Enterprise?
Yeah, at the Enterprises. I'm sure we could find a
Okay.
job for him somewhere there.
I'm sure I could find some for him there. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of, like, manufacturing facilities all throughout the Outcast region. I'm sure, like, we could find something in Vulcanburg for him to do. That's our largest facility, as you know. But anyhow, okay, so
Yeah.
is...
So that's the easy
what
part
about-
out of the way.
Yeah, what about the others?
Salena is the Glaceon out there, and
Okay.
she has a somewhat compelling story for being a rift traveler.
Hold on, you say a Rift Traveler? What do you mean? She... Like, hold on, you're telling me she came from this... Hold on a second.
She claims that she came from about 20 years in the future. I don't know, actually, I don't know if she said a year, but she claims she's from the future. And
See, like from the future, okay. And does this have anything to do with, like, my husband? Your dad, obviously?
when I said that my dad disappeared 8 years ago, she said that's exactly when she got zapped here.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that she's, like, involved... Wait, hold on. She's telling me you found, like, the next step. You were only gone for, like, what, a couple days? And...
Well, she kinda stole the orb and Walter, so we had to chase after her.
Oh, so she has the orb.
Now
Or
Walter
does
has
she?
the orb.
Oh, Walter has the orb. Oh, I take it things went well then? You got the orb back? If she stole the orb, then...
Kinda. We had to trade Walter's guitar for the orb, and now she won't let anyone but Walter hold on to the orb. I'm hoping we can fix that with some more...
As you start saying this, you can see Walter's mom walking in, and she's like, what are you guys talking about? You guys sound crazy.
How long have you been there?
I just woke up. What do you mean? I literally just came out here to get some breakfast.
Oh. Well, then probably nothing you have to worry about.
You can see Ms Flameback just, like, has all of her fur standing on end, like, ugh, yikes. And yeah,
When you turn on your
Veronica's
show, like, ugh.
yeah, Veronica's like, well, anyway, what do we got for breakfast? And then she glances outside. She's like, what the? Who are they?
Walter can probably explain everything. Should I go bring them in?
I don't trust them to be outside by themselves with just Alfred. Go bring Walter in.
We just
Okay.
could handle anyone.
Just Walter.
That's true. Alfred could totally handle them easily. But...
Just
Possibly.
Walter, one less person
ha-
out there with the people.
I haven't created a stat block for Alfred yet, so who knows?
How many kids'
Depends on
houses
how
did he
I'm
burn
feeling.
down?
Also,
Alfred should be at least level 50.
Did she not react
That's
at
all
all
I'm
when
gonna
Bruce said
say.
they stole Walter?
Yeah, right.
She's
Wait,
like,
hold on, did
they
you say
stole
that?
the orb? And did not care about. He said stole. Walter.
He said that she stole the orb and Walter, and she was like, "The orb?"
Did not care about Walter at all.
I didn't hear you say Walter.
Yeah, I said
I'm like,
they
wow.
I said she's the one who stole the orb and Walter, so we had to go and chase after her. And then Walter, I think I said.
I didn't hear you say anything about Walter. That's funny.
Walter getting
I
forgotten
mean,
about
Bruce
again.
was actively trying to gloss over that part so that we wouldn't have a big reaction from the parent or from the adults getting.
Well, yeah.
so
This is above
it
table,
does make
so...
sense that she glossed over that because Bruce was actively trying to gloss over it.
Yeah, in character, she didn't realize, but that's funny. Okay, so yeah, she's just like, if you want to bring Walter in real quick, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I will be right back. And yeah, go to door.
All right, so
And-
Walter's in the kitchen now. You sit down
Wait,
at
what?
the table. You're
Walter
sitting
teleports.
There. Walter.
What? No. Well,
Ultra instinct.
yeah, I was gonna say, I go to the
No,
door
yes.
and I open the door, be like, "Hey, Walter, can you come inside for a minute?"
And then Walter
Already at-
teleports.
I'm already at the table behind you, like, sure.
Why does that remind me of Johnny Test? That's something I haven't thought of in a while.
Yeah, sounds accurate.
So as you guys are sitting down at the table, Miss Veronica, why am I bad with names? Ms Flameback. Speaking of Veronica, though, Veronica is currently buttering up a bagel, right behind her, and right behind you guys, and Miss Flameback's like, maybe we should. Do they know about? And she like points towards the ground.
No, they don't know about that. I just said
see.
that. Yeah, I could. I told them that I could bring them to you because you had some experience with the rifts, and told them about how Dad went missing, and the circumstances of that.
Okay, well, hey, Veronica, yeah? We need to, not me and you, but me and the group outside need to talk in here for a minute. Can you, like, go outside or something? She's like,
I mean, it's a pretty big house. She could just go to another part of the house.
You said it was one floor.
Yeah, but it's like a mansion-sized one-floor house.
Whatever. Veronica's like, yeah, I'll go help Alfred for a bit.
I'd like to point
And-
out in this moment, Sammy is clawing at the kitchen window because he smells the breakfast being made, and nobody let him in.
Okay.
You have Boca burgers.
Hold on. Okay. I need Bruce and Walter to roll perception.
It's like the
With
Oh,
advantage. Roll
With
perception with advantage.
advantage.
Well, he's clawing at the windows. He's making noise.
What's that?
Well, I needed the advantage. I rolled a 5
Same.
and a 9, so that with my modifiers I got an 11.
What's the
Okay.
modifier for his perception? Is it smart?
Beauty.
Oh,
Beauty,
beauty.
yeah.
All right, 16.
Okay, so everyone except for Bruce looks at the window and they just see Sammy just slobbering over the window.
I got an 11.
I just closed the
Bruce doesn't
curtains.
need to know because he already knows.
That's true.
And but what you guys also see is you see Alfred hobbling up towards the window, and I need Sammy to roll perception.
Oh, no.
I don't get advantage.
Nope, no advantage.
He's about to get bonked.
Nat 20.
Oh crap!
Dang.
Okay, you sense Alfred coming, and he raises up a pair of garden shears to bonk you on the head. What are you doing before he does that?
I feel like this has happened before. This is probably a somewhat common occurrence with Sammy.
When he gets a smell, nothing can stop him.
Cause I could picture that, cause I feel like sometimes Sammy would just come over while they're still kind of waking up
Yeah,
uninvited.
like-
Yeah.
Or like when Sammy and
What
Bruce
something
were
to
like
wake up
playing
to.
outside the house when they were younger. Sammy
yeah.
smells food being made.
Mrs. Flameback or Alfred would be cooking, and he'd be like, hang on, Bruce, I gotta go check out the kitchen," and then he just goes to the window.
What I feel like they installed curtains just to close on you.
There he is again at the window.
So what is Sammy doing before Alfred does whatever?
You said I hear him coming.
Yeah.
Alright.
You hear him coming. You basically just sense him.
You
Yeah.
sensed
Okay.
him.
Alfred, I hear you back there. I'll get down. Just let me in the house. I want some of them bagels.
Did you turn around to say that, or are you still slobbering the window? as you say that?
I'm still staring in the house. I have not turned around.
You're slobbering
That's
up on the
creepy.
window. You're like, Alfred, I can sense you.
Alfred, I know you're there. Just either let me look at this bagel some more, or let me in so I can get a bagel.
Alfred's like, I just cleaned those windows earlier. You have got to be kidding me.
And I'm cleaning them now with
Look,
my tongue.
we-
Do you think my tongue is dirty?
Look, from what I can tell, Ms Flameback does not want you in the house at the moment. She is having a private discussion. And you peering into the windows is not helping matters whatsoever. Get down off this window or I will bonk you with these. Even though they are slightly sharp.
I will jump on his back.
My goodness. Okay, fine. How was the
Piggyback
other
ride.
group
Hey,
reacting to this?
Alfred. No, I'm sorry. Sammy. Do you have any Boca burgers in your bag?
You should.
Oh, yeah, I do.
ate them all yet.
I ate one of them. I still have 98.
Oh no.
Yeah, because
you've
one
eaten
fills you up
most
for
of
the
your
whole
stock.
day.
Really?
Yeah, you sure you don't want to eat one now?
You know what, Hikaru? That's a really good idea. I'll probably do that.
Okay.
While all of that's going on, can Walter just close the curtains to the window?
Sure. So yeah,
Oh.
Walter gets up to close the curtains and the conversation can resume.
I often forget I have these. Like, I don't know, my backpack has all these pockets, and I just kind of forgot which one I stick them in. I don't know.
I thought it was just your fur.
Hello and welcome to the midsection. I'm Dakota, your PM, your DM, your GM, and thank you for listening to this episode. If you want to hear more from us, go check out our Discord linked below. Let's thank the music producers for this episode. We have Azalea Town and Blackthorn City theme from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Petalburg from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Icarus City from Pokemon Black and White, Veilstone Steady Day theme from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and Pokemon Center theme Lo-Fi Remix by Glittex City. Also want to give a shout out to Enerid for making the system. It's been a while since we've given him a thanks, so thank you, Enerid. And back to this chaos. So Veronica, holding her bagel, is just like, yeah, I'll head outside. It looks like Alfred needs some help anyway, dealing with them. Yeah, I'll just go outside. And she just heads outside real quick.
She goes out to see Walter, Sammy just on the butler's back.
Yeah.
Getting a piggyback
So-
ride.
We'll get back to that in a minute, but so Walter, Bruce, and Ms Flameback are sitting there, and I forget why Walter was even called in for the first place.
Because I have the orb.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So what
My
are you
gosh!
doing? What is Walter
Poor
doing?
Walter.
So what is Walter doing once Veronica leaves?
He's just sitting there like, well, here we are.
Okay, I thought you would like pull out the orb or something. So Veronica
He
is
is. He's
not
holding it
Veronica.
tight.
are you holding it out?
He's like, he just has it like in his.
I'm
Not
not.
sure.
No, you're fine. Okay, so Miss Veronica. I keep saying Miss Veronica. Her name's not Veronica.
More like
Miss
it's in his
Flameback.
bag and he's hugging his bag.
So Miss Flameback's like, so Walter, you have the orb?
Yeah.
May I see it?
I'm not really allowed to see it or take it
It is technically Bruce's, so
because
I-
if I said I was gonna give it to someone, they're gonna smash my guitar.
what are you talking about?
I had to trade my guitar for this.
You had a guitar? Oh yeah, you did have a guitar. I was like on your back.
I
or whatever.
told her that.
Sorry, I have a very
She
bad
j-
memory.
She just doesn't care about Walter. Apparently, she's like, yeah, whatever, Walter. Yeah, I know your house burned down. Who cares?
But anyhow,
Does she
yeah,
know
can
that?
I hold on,
I
wait.
don't know if Bruce's mom does know that.
What, the whole reason
she
my mom,
does know
Walter's
that.
mom's there is
Oh,
because
right.
you know.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does know that because Veronica's
We had the
there,
whole
right.
episode where
Yeah.
Walter was like, you snuck his mom in one night.
Yeah, that would be really funny if she didn't know. That's how they found out. But anyhow, so yeah, Miss Flameback's just like, yeah, can I see the orb?
He just holds it in his hand close to them.
Okay, so you're holding the orb out?
Not out,
Well-
but like holding it where she can see it, but not towards her.
Okay. Man, Walter has no trust. Okay, so
No, he doesn't want his guitar to get smashed.
oh yeah, that's right. Technically, if you give the orb away, Salena will destroy your.
If anyone else but Walter holds it, she said Selena would smash it.
Okay, but like
So-
Selena's not in the house.
I don't
Selena's
care.
not in the
She's got-
house. The curtains
She's
are
got
drawn.
psychic Pokemon.
She's got dark
They're-
types.
They're dark types.
Okay.
They
Okay,
know
okay,
psychic.
Okay, how many of you guys listened to the first solo episode of Walter?
Yeah,
actually, no,
I do.
it was
we
the.
know that they can use psychic, but they're not psychic types. It's not like they can actually like
Yeah,
read
no.
minds or anything.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't
Also, that
trust
was
it.
just that was a complete whiff on my part. They weren't supposed to be psychics, or they weren't supposed to use psychic. I just genuinely forgot they weren't supposed to be able to use psychic.
Umbreon, I think, can still learn
Umbreon
psychic.
can.
though.
Can it?
I've seen him use it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a move that they can use.
interesting. I'm just trying to remember my Coliseum playthrough.
Walter's just being cautious because
Whatever.
he doesn't know if they can find a way just to see anything. He's just being really scared because
Okay.
he really doesn't want to get smashed.
Okay, so Ms Flameback's just like, okay, so you guys got the orb back. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's one of our objectives completed. Find the thief. So this Salena is the thief? So are you like bringing her here to like what do you want me to do with her? Do you want me to hand her over to the police? What do you want? Why are you guys here?
Well, she kind of wanted our help because
Funny story how we met her.
yeah.
Okay, so do you want to start from the beginning? I'm not gonna make you guys actually tell the whole story if you want to.
It
Yeah,
started with a door.
that was why I kind of gave the recap of her story earlier.
Yeah, you gave like the general story, but if you just want to like quote unquote transfer all knowledge over to Ms Flameback, you can.
Walter starts with, all right, it
Yeah.
started with a door.
And
Okay, sure.
so for the next hour, while
So
this is going
Bruce
on,
lets Walter talk for about like 5-10 minutes before he cuts in and tells the
Cuts
rest
out
of
the
the
torture
story
bit.
much faster.
okay.
Cuts
So
out
while
the
this
bit
is
where I got
going on,
tortured.
we cut to outside where Sammy is now riding the back of Alfred the Drampa. Alfred is just like, "What? Get off of me!"
Yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you for
all right,
you've
I'm sorry.
forgotten the
Yeah.
British.
Shawn fell asleep. Sorry. oh, Sammy, please get off of me.
Good heavens.
Didn't like that anymore. Oh no.
Hey,
Good
let's Sammy. Let's play frisbee outside.
I'm
Oh my
so
God,
sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Hang
sorry.
on. We gotta back
No, I
that
made
up.
that-
We
I
gotta
made
back that
so
up.
I made that so much worse.
That was so much worse.
I was trying to force a British accent and it did not come out well.
It did not.
Oh,
It
We
just
don't-
sounded like rich snob.
Get off me.
yeah. So suddenly,
Al-
Alfred turns into
Alfred,
a
we don't know each other
completely-
like that. I'm sorry. I'll get off you. We don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Well, you just made it even worse. So
Oh.
yes,
I do not like the young
Alfred.
ones.
Alfred turns a completely different type of British. He's like, "Oi, don't get off of me! What you think you're doing?" And he like bucks Sammy off of him, and what is Sammy saying in retaliation or whatever?
Yeah, sorry about that, Alfred. I just got really hungry and I don't know. I jumped. I was trying to get off the window and ended up on your back. And I don't know. It's comfy up here. You're real soft.
Thank you. I guess that's you know what? Okay. And he like pulls out of his pocket or whatever like a rag, and he's like, "Look, you could clean this mess up. I just spent a good hour cleaning that entire glass pane, and the windows aren't small." So he hands you a rag, and he points to a ladder at the side of the building. He's like, "You go and clean all this stuff off."
I thought it was like a kitchen window.
I don't know. This house morphs between like a mediumly sized single story house to a full blown mansion,
Mansion.
to, like the Pentagon sometimes. I don't even know anymore.
It's a mansion-sized one-story house because we've got a horse in the house.
Speaking of which, coming down the lane, you see Arabella. That's her name, right? Not Gabriella.
That's her name.
Arabella. Okay, I had some doubts for a second. So you see Arabella coming down the lane, and she stops and she sees the group of people, specifically Salena and her crew, and she's like, "Hey, what is going on here?" and she sees Sammy and recognizes him. He's like, "Hey, Sammy, what's going on here?"
Arabella, long time no see. How's it going?
Fine, I guess. I was just out for a little bit of a walk earlier. I mean, who are these guys? And Selena's like, I'm Salena. These are my friends. Who are you? I'm Arabella. And I've got a really, I don't remember if Arabella had a southern accent or not. I have a recollection.
You're going from southern to Irish.
Yeah,
Is it
it's like a mix.
I'm not trying to go Irish, but okay. But
At the beginning you were.
I mean, she is a Galarian ponyta, so it kind of makes sense.
She could
So
totally
is that
be from
his
the British Isles.
Is
I
Galarian
guess
just
so.
Ireland?
Well,
Galar
Galar is based
Ireland.
on Great Britain,
yeah.
so
So
She's just from the other side, the Irish side.
yeah.
Veronica steps in. She's just like, Arabella, these, Bruce, Walter are having a little bit of a conversation with, Ms Flameback right now. If you could just, like, hang out for a minute and we'll see where things go from here. And she's like, alright, I guess I'll help Alfred. And she gestures over towards Alfred and starts, like, scooching past Salena and the others. So that happens, and we cut back over to Bruce and Walter and Ms Flameback. Ms Flameback's just like, okay, so it seems like you guys had a pretty rough time, and Walter even got kidnapped. You guys have had a crazy adventure since you guys left. It's only been a couple of days, so what do you think we should do now? Like, do we let them in on our shtick here, or like?
Well,
What
I
do we should do?
mean, they know everything but the underground stuff that we just found out.
Yeah,
out
that's-
about.
Huh?
I wasn't sure. That's up to you if you want to bring them in on that. But I think it would be a big help if you at least just tell Salena what you know about the rifts.
A
Uh,
little
Because,
advice:
like,
don't tell them no. I have advice: you do not lie to them, or at least don't tell them straight up no.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go out there since I think it'll be a little bit easier than bringing them in. There's so many of them.
Well, there's plenty of space in here. It'll probably be more private conversation inside than outside. We've got a big
did we
dining room.
Bruce, are we gonna tell Ms Flameback the whole reason why she wants to use the stunt power, the orbs? Did we tell her that?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys exclude anything from your explanations?
I think we said that we only excluded the whole underground lab-like place. That was the only thing that
Okay.
we didn't say.
Okay. So you did tell Miss Flameback why Salena wanted the orbs.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Okay. That's.
Did
the,
we also
distinction
tell her
I'm trying
that
to make
it may interfere with you finding your dad using these orbs for her, Selena's purpose? I thought we inferred on that.
Did we? We weren't sure
I
on
don't-
that.
We weren't
I'm not
sure,
entirely
but I have a
sure.
feeling they're one-time use. Their powers, like Dragon Balls,
Yeah.
only once a yearly.
Well, hey,
So-
if they're one-time use, we just gotta go out and find them again.
In random locations again.
Path Through Time Part 2. Get the orbs back
Elect-
again.
Pathway Part 2, Electric
That would be.
Boogaloo.
That would be so lame. That would be so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Dakota's got planned for that. Like,
Oh, I've
'cause
got
we've
plans
got
if we make it that far.
yeah. Because we've got
Trust me.
two separate objectives that both need these orbs. So
Yeah,
unless
don't
he's
worry.
just gonna have to have us find the orbs twice, he's gotta have something
no, I've got
uh,
cooked up.
plans.
By the time we get all the orbs, one party's gonna betray one party. I'm calling it. Either Selena's gonna betray us or we're betraying Selena.
I don't know. I guess that's something you guys will have to figure out as the story progresses.
Yep.
So, at this point, Miss Flameback gets up from her chair and she's like, "All right, I guess I'll let the others in and we can have a full discussion on this." Don't exactly know how I'm gonna exclude Veronica though. She's the only one that doesn't know, and Arabella.
And Arabella.
I can distract her.
What if
Send them for groceries.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or we could try to get some. If we could get Walter's guitar back, he could do some sort of musical thing with them.
I can just see if she wants to go to their house that got burned down, see if we can pick through the wreckage.
Oh, there you go.
wreckage.
Because we never did that, so who knows what possessions might be not burned.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure. And she like heads out into the yard, and you can see. Are you guys going with her, or are you guys like, what are you guys doing?
Walter's gonna go with her since he's gonna try to lead his mom away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess
Okay.
Bruce is at least gonna go
Oh.
to the doorway.
Okay, yeah. So you can basically just see her like talk to Arabella and Veronica real quick, and they just have a quick chat, and they start walking out, towards the direction of Veronica's house. It is at this point that Veronica gestures towards the entire group, and like gestures inside. So everyone starts heading inside, and they all gather around the dining table, which I'm pretty sure is magic because it just expands to whatever size group is.
It's like a
currently
Viking
around it.
table.
Yeah, sure. So you guys are all sitting down at the table, and Ms Flameback is on one end, and Bruce is on the other end. I'm imagining this is like a rectangular table.
Did Walter
Yeah.
get his mom to go with them to the wreckage yet, or?
Veronica and Arabella are both heading towards the wreckage right now.
I guess
Yeah.
not.
So
Walter's with
Walter
them.
was gonna go with them, I think.
Oh, was Walter gonna go with them?
Yeah, to distract her to make sure they can have the conversation without
All right.
peace.
Snap.
Should Walter go with
Walter-
them though? He has the orb.
What are they gonna
He
do?
does have
It's,
the
it's
orb.
Bruce's sister and his mom. Are they gonna betray him?
No. I don't know if you need the orb at the table for the conversation.
I don't know. I can't give it to anyone.
You can give it to Salena.
You could trade it back. Trade it back, get your guitar back. We can find some way of getting it back from Salena again with this conversation.
Do you all want me to do this?
It's up to you.
Literally up
Well,
to you at
above
this
game,
point.
I'm not a party to this conversation somehow, but Hikaru isn't anyway. But I feel like Walter could just stay here, and like Veronica and Arabella could just go for a walk.
I was just gonna say they go right through the wreckage of the old house.
Sure.
That'd keep them more busy than
That
a
might not
walk.
be very fun for Arabella though.
She
True.
doesn't have to go.
Okay, but you need both of them out of the
that's-
house.
Arabella could have been sent
Oh,
somewhere
right, both
else.
of them.
Yeah, and
Okay,
Arabella
so
needs somebody to watch her.
Well, does she? I mean, she's 10. That means something in the Pokemon world.
That's old enough to harness God Pokemon.
Yeah, in the main
Yeah,
games. I don't know what the ages of the actual Pokemon are.
Walter's just gonna go with them. You guys can just
Okay.
relay what happens.
Well, hang on. What are Hikaru and Sammy doing? What are we doing? Are we just outside still?
No, everyone's gathered around the table. Everyone's at the table right now.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where we were.
Yeah, we should probably... Because how would Salena react to Walter walking
Just-
off?
With the
How about
orb.
Walter just says to Salena, "I'm leading away my mother so she doesn't learn what you did to me."
So
That
are you
works.
actively leaving?
After I tell Salena that's the reason I'm taking, like, walking away.
Okay, so you're currently walking away.
Yes.
As you're attempting to walk away, Selena's like, hey, where do you think you're going? You are an active part of this conversation, and we need you here.
I'm going to distract my mom so she doesn't learn what you did to me unless you want her to go full mom rage and kill you. Cool?
No,
Cool.
you're,
Bye.
no, get back here. And she like gets up from the table and tries blocking your way. Look, you are a part of
they're
this
still
conversation.
outside at this point, I think.
Yeah, we're outside. I never went in.
Yeah.
What? No, you guys are around the table.
No,
Oh, I
this
thought I
was
left the-
before
I-
we're all around the table. This was
Oh, I thought you guys had gathered
when
around the table
everyone
at this
else
point.
was walking in. Walter was walking out to go with his mom.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
said as
I was
soon-
painting a different
Yeah,
picture,
when
but
Miss
that's
Flameback,
okay.
yeah, when you said Miss Flameback went out to get people, I said I went with her to leave with Walter's mom.
Okay, well, in either case, Salena does not want you to go with them. So in whatever circumstance is going on, don't. Okay, so you guys are outside, so Selena's going to step in front of the gate then and stop you. Either way, the situation is the same. Salena is trying to stop you from leaving.
Is Sammy nearby? Does he see this?
Yes, since you guys are now outside, I guess you guys are still all together.
Walter's like, here, take the orb. I'll take my guitar back, and you.
Okay. Well, if he sees Salena trying to step to Walter, he's going to go to Walter's side and try to back him up.
Okay, so it is now Salena against Sammy and Walter,
Listen, here.
with
you can take the
Salena
orb
standing
back,
in front of the gate.
I'll take the guitar back, and we can switch again once they come back. I'm just distracting my mom and innocent people from your guys' bullshit.
The orb is only one thing I'm worried about. You are part of this conversation,
What am?
and you need to be here
Do you want to deal with
and
the
not
full...
out digging through rubble.
Okay, Bruce is coming out here. And how is he specifically part of this conversation?
Yeah, I'm
Any
not entirely
more
sure
or
what
less
Walter
than
really
the
has to
rest
do
of
with
us?
this. Like, aside from you kidnapping him, what relevance
All I
does
did
Walter
was
have?
attack a door. That's how I got in.
I don't know what you guys are going to be discussing here, but either way, Walter is a very big part of this, and he needs to be here just like all the rest of you guys. Not to
How about
mention
you just
he
have
has the
Abyss
orb.
or Bree? Hey, I just said I'll give it back.
I
to you. I'll take the
wholeheartedly
guitar back,
agree,
And we
Salena.
can switch.
If you want to switch, we can definitely switch, but it's not going to change the fact that I want you yourself here.
What if Abyss just goes with me?
Veronica and Arabella can go by themselves.
Yeah, honestly, they don't. As long as they don't know anything, I don't see why they can't go by themselves. I don't
Yeah,
see this
they-
conversation
Why don't
taking
they just,
more
they
than
can just go to the
a
beach
little
or
bit.
something.
Well, from what Ms Flameback said, they're going to Walter's house's wreckage or whatever. But I don't see them being there for like any less than like maybe an hour. That'll give us plenty of time. They don't need distractions. We need Walter here. We're going to have this discussion.
For what?
Yeah.
I kind of
Why am I
feel like
important?
Selena's developing a crush on Walter or something.
I
That's
know.
why
Wait,
he's-
what?
The more she talks to Walter, the more it sounds like she's just developing more and more of a crush.
I think
Oh,
she's
God,
just developing a controlling personality.
Like,
She has that. She
yeah,
wants that kind
she's
of
like
relationship.
she's got controlling girlfriend energy right now.
Yes, she does.
She got a dose,
Oh
doesn't she?
no! What?
If Walter wants to go, he can go. I mean, there's no reason he needs to stay here. Like, just if I needed to go, I could go, because there's no reason I
We
need
can
to be
always
here.
fill him.
Look, Walter's not going to do anything going out there. He's
Why?
only lessening our side of stuff.
Who
Why
made you
though?
the leader?
I have always been the leader of. I've always been the
Abyss and
leader
Bree,
until.
not us. Who told you? You can
Yes.
tell me what to do. I never slowed no allegiance to you.
We need to get this sorted out, and I can't have parts of our group here meandering around in some wreckage while we could be discussing some important stuff.
That
I don't
wreckage
want
is
to
my
have
house.
to explain all this stuff to you again. Yes, and they can tell you what happened when they get back. You need to be here for this discussion.
You don't
Just,
gotta tell me what happens. They can't. My friends can.
just what we need is more time wasted playing the telephone game. Look, you're gonna hear it firsthand, okay? Just stay for. You're frustrating me. You know that, Walter?
Whatever, Toots. He just walks in. He's done with her. He's done.
Walter's really good at that, okay?
He
kinda
finally got
very
his wish. He's
can you
been
roll a
trying
Riz?
so hard to frustrate Selena, and he's finally succeeded.
Selena is very frustrated.
Yo, can Walter roll a Riz check for when he said Toots?
No.
Darn it.
Hold on. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
Walter
fine.
should
You
do
let
go
him
an
do it.
anti-riz check on that.
Okay, hold on. Roll. What's that? What did that roll be?
Charisma, probably.
Yeah, charisma. Roll charisma at disadvantage, since it technically was.
Well, that
Beauty. Or no, charisma is cute, I think.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
check. I roll a 16
Okay.
and a 17.
Ayo, what?
You got you got a
That's a
15
zero.
as
So
your
I got
lowest.
So I got
Yeah,
16 as my lowest.
Okay, so I now want you to roll a perception, which is beauty.
Oh boy.
Not 20.
Okay. Well, I was gonna hint at it, but I don't even think it needs hinted at anymore. Selena's not as frustrated at you, at Walter specifically, as the others seem to be. Walter, you can specifically tell that Selena is not frustrated at you, but rather at the group as a whole, and for a completely different reason.
That does not clear anything up.
Not at
Wait,
Wait,
all.
how was that into my charm check?
Okay, let me rephrase that then, because I did jumble my words up.
I thought it was like my perception to see if she blushed or something.
Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, you can tell Salena is. I'll just say it, she's kind of into you. You can tell that just straight up.
We
But the
willed
group-
it
the-
into
the other group cannot.
existence.
The rest of the group
Terrible.
cannot see this though. They just see frustration.
Girlfriend frustration. Only the boyfriend can ever see it.
So as Walter starts heading inside, are you guys following him?
Yeah.
Okay, now you
So he's
guys
going
are
in.
sitting
Yeah.
at the table.
Then yes. Yeah.
We're all
Everyone's
going
going,
in
right?
now.
Yeah.
Now we
Even,
are. We
even
just spent
Arabella
20
and
minutes
Mrs.
getting
Veronica.
actually all at the table.
Okay, now I'm glad we got that out of the way. Now you guys are actually at the table, and we might have enough time to actually get this discussion underway. So, Ms Flameback, not Veronica, Ms Flameback is at the head of the table, and she's like, okay, so, first things first, from what I understand, you know a thing or two about these rifts, right? And this is me saying, great, I just realized I have to do banter between two NPCs for like 5 minutes.
Have
Uh,
fun.
Yay! We get to listen
your
to
fault.
Lord Dump.
Or lore dump. I don't even know if it's going to be a lore dump. This is all going to be improv, so whatever happens, happens.
More recap than anything.
I say, how much do you
Yeah,
need to
so
recap
sounds
a
like-
fourth time, really?
Yeah, I know. So Selena's like, yeah, and how much has, like, Walter and them told you? Well, see, they kind of told me, like, about how you were time traveling and, like, you had to deal with, Eveltal and Celebi? Like, I don't know who that is, but they sound like they're pretty powerful.
She's a god.
We're gonna touch on that here in a minute, but from what I can tell, you've got powers that we don't understand. Said Selena's like, not really. They're not really powers, it's just something that happened to me. So, yes, you were talking about gods. There's these Pokemon called legendaries that contain, like, magic. Magic? I don't think magic's the right word. They contain powers beyond any that Pokemon have ever seen. And they use these powers to send me back 20 years into the past. And, as you heard, Evelta wasn't happy about that, and he decided to somewhat mercilessly, I don't even know if he called it mercilessly, like, punish me by sending me back to this time instead of when I could have saved my mom. So now I'm stuck here in the past. And the way he did the time traveling stuff was with the rift. But I can't exactly explain how the rifts work. It was just like a bunch of space stuff. Like, and I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I mean, it's well beyond my comprehension, but it, from what I've heard, your husband, Bruce's dad, was sent through the same thing, so it very well could be time travel as well. Ms Flameback's like, I didn't even really think about time travel. That's bizarre. So, what is exactly the power of this Eveltal person? This legendary, as you call them? Salena goes, apparently they're supposed to be, from what I understand, he has the ability to create rifts. I don't know his power to its extent, but what I do know he can do is he can create some kind of rift and send you to, I guess, a different time. I don't really know other than that. And Celebi just seems to deal specifically with time travel. So I'm pretty sure Celebi, the little green one I was talking about, is like, she just sends people through time. So maybe they could all deal with time. I'm not entirely sure. But these contain powers I've never seen before, and if I had to guess, these orbs, and she points at Walter, contain the powers of the legendaries. And if I can harness the power of these legendaries, I can save my mom, or at least save myself. And that's what I hope to do anyway. So Ms Flameback's like, I see. Okay, is there anything else you know that we should know? So Salena goes, there's the Whiskash, that's where I got this information from. Ms Flameback's like, oh, a Whiskash? What do you mean? What does a Whiskash have to do with it? The Whiskash is the one that gave me the knowledge for the about the orbs that told me that they had like magic, mystical powers or whatever. I don't remember what he said. Don't get too excited though. He died a few years ago. He's gone. But we need to. I want to find the rest of the orbs so I can. It seems like you guys also want to see the rest of the orbs. Hence why we're meeting up. But I don't really know where to start. And Ms Flameback's like, well, we might be able to know where to start. Bruce, Walter, Hikaru, and Sammy, almost forgot Sammy. Do you guys think we should trust them with, you know what? She points towards the ground.
I don't think we need to tell her that right now.
Asking?
Were you guys like sleeping in the back?
No, Hikaru just Hikaru just like drifted off.
Okay, anywho, yeah, so, stealing my thunder here a little. Do you think we can trust them with the... And she, like, aggressively points towards the ground. Yes, the thing.
Facility. Okay.
Would you be... Ms Flameback's like, seriously?
Slaps his head. Walter just slaps his forehead.
You can see Salena, Abyss, and Bree are all, like, turning their heads like, what? Facility? Facility? What do you mean a facility?
Bathroom!
She's just talking about the shed out back with the, there's a garden out back, and that's where we keep all the gardening tools, so whatever, don't worry about it.
Okay, I need you to roll deception, and she's gonna roll insight. There it goes. I almost dropped my dice.
And that is cute.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, okay, so that is 17 plus 2 is 19.
Okay, she got a 6 for insight, so she's like, oh, that's a weird way to call a gardening shed, but...
But all the new, apparently it's what all the new kids are calling it nowadays. Ms Flameback's
we'll
just trying to stay hip.
Yeah, the gardening shed.
Yeah, Ms Flameback shakes her head, she's like, well, what do you guys think?
I don't know. I still don't know if we can trust them, but I also think I think we need to let them in on the stuff that we know.
Here, you know what? I have an idea. Salena, Abyss, Bree, can you guys leave for just a minute? Like, just stand outside for a second? And she's like, yeah, sure. Come on, guys. Yeah, just signal us out the window when you guys are ready. And they head outside for a second, and you guys are alone with Ms Flameback. Okay, so, I have an idea. Ms Flameback reaches underneath the table and she pulls up a blue orb. I have an idea.
What the?
Don't get too excited. This
wow, this is quick.
If Walter were to check his bag, you would see that you do in fact still have the orb.
Oh, I thought it was a red orb, not blue.
No, blue orb.
It's always been a blue orb.
I've always been thinking it was a red orb.
Now you guys can
What?
bump orbs together.
No, so I am not going to take that out of context. So Ms Flameback's like, don't get your guys yourself too excited. This is a fake. I'm going to give this to her, and well, no, I need Walter. You have the orb, right?
I don't think we need to trick them. They slowly become more trustworthy to me.
Look, this is what I need to do. I want you to give this to Salena, not right now, otherwise it'll be extremely obvious if we give the orb over as soon as the meeting is over. But at some point in the near future, I want you to hand her the orb.
Walter goes, hold on. Can you check to see if anyone's listening? Like if Abyss or Bree or Selena's trying to listen in?
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. It's fine.
I was just making sure because if they're
No, it's
listening,
all
this
good.
could be really awkward.
No. Sometime in the future, I need you to give this to her, and I need you to make sure you give her the fake orb and not the real orb. So I want to swap the fake orb for the real orb while they're outside right now. And this one here is made of glass.
There's one problem with that.
What?
If they have a way to, this orb comes off this orb, and I can feel it because that's what we Riolus do. If they have a way to sense it, they could tell if it's
That's right.
if it's a fake.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
they have some way. One of those Umbreons out there has some sort of aura powers and can
That's how they found it in
sense
the
the
first
aura
place.
of the orb. That's how they were
That's how-
able to steal it.
But here's the thing. From what I can tell from what you guys described, the aura coming off of the orb can't be pinpointed like a GPS location. I don't even know what that is. I think it's like one of our prototypes we've been working
It's
on.
more like it gives it a 2 miles radius.
But like as long as they're like within 2 miles or something like that, they'll detect it and they'll think it's their orb. But we can keep this one here. We just have to keep Salena and their crew near the real orb so that way the aura is still intact. But we give them this glass one and think that the aura is coming from their orb. What I'm trying to get at here is I want to test them to see if we can trust them. I want them to hold on to this fake orb for a couple of days and see if they run off with it. If they do, it's no harm done. Well, except for Walter's guitar if she doesn't give that back. But
Well, but hey, we're giving back the orb, so she'll give back the guitar. She already said
I
that
hope so.
you could do the trade back at whenever you want. She said that when
Yeah.
you offered to give her back the orb when you wanted to leave.
Once
Yeah,
I went
true,
slightly started with a little teary when you said they might smash your butt, and like she did not care if it was going to get smashed.
But the thing is, we don't want to let them know we're testing them. So I just want them to hold on to the fake orb until we know for sure that we can trust them. And at that point, we need to swap it back. So we give them the real orb. That way the test is complete and they're not actually holding on to a fake orb and we don't have to keep them close anymore. So we just need to give them the fake orb for as long as the test is going on. But we must keep them near the original orb, so that way the aura doesn't throw them off.
How are we going to do that? One of us would have to
Well,
carry it, and we'd have to be with them
yeah.
the whole time.
I don't want to reveal the facility downstairs, but we need to
Yeah.
keep them around for a little longer, or at least near whoever has the orb, which in this case, if you guys agree, would be me for now. So if we can
mean-
keep them around my place for the next couple of days and see if they try to run
Yeah.
off with it.
I could just hold both the orbs and just give her one out of my bag. Give her the fake one.
Because you guys are going to be out and about doing stuff more, and if we could definitely do that, but there's a chance they might notice that you have another orb, and if they do, then the whole thing's thrown out.
Yeah. What if we like
Actually,
swap the orbs and then start just like do some missions in the area?
Well, will they
and,
notice
just
that
say
like
that we need some time to figure out exactly where we should start looking for the next orb.
Sure.
well, will they notice the
Uh,
strength of the orb's aura field changing
Uh,
as they move
yeah.
around town?
It'd feel weaker the farther they get away from it, probably.
Yeah, good
Yeah, because
point.
like
So we
they're
gotta-
like right next
we
to the
can't-
orb, and then
It
it'll feel as
slowly
if it's like
fades
5
and
kilometers
fades.
away, right?
As long as you guys stay within the bounds of Gale Beach, you guys should be fine. Gale Beach isn't that big. You guys should be okay.
It's like a hot and cold with the Umbreon. It goes hot, 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 cold, cold, cold.
Yeah, so as long as you guys don't leave the boundaries of Gale Beach, you guys should be okay.
I have a feeling this is not going to go well.
Is this you telling us this as DM or you telling us flawed logic as Ms Flameback?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Because we just said, not a radius, but we said they're probably going to feel a difference farther they get away.
Yeah.
Not like a certain
What-
amount
what
away,
if-
but farther they get away, more the less they're going to feel. So they're still going to feel different, even if they're in Gale Beach.
Yeah. What
Well,
if
it's
I hold on to the real orb and we still keep traveling together for now?
We can,
And
yeah,
I
I
just-
could definitely do that. I just make sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I'll
she
just keep
does
it
not
hidden
slip
in
away.
my bag all the time.
Oh, Sammy can swallow it.
Wait, hold on. No, that's actually genius. Hold on. Hold
What?
on.
Wait, or Sammy could just like hide it in his fur.
I mean, you both are right.
Yes.
before
Oh, that's
that.
even better. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way we don't have to worry about him accidentally digesting it or anything.
I'm just imagining it's the Mr. Krabs all over again.
We don't
Okay,
have to worry about it
so-
It's
coming
gonna
out
become the
other
brown
end.
orb.
Ugh.
Ew.
It's gonna be one heck of a bathroom break.
Just remember, this is supposed to be an orb of legendary proportion.
Sammy could digest
That'd
it.
be
It's fine.
It's about
Okay.
to be that one in the bathroom.
Okay, so I need you guys to decide what you guys are doing now because,
Yeah, I think. I mean, stuff doesn't really fall out of your fur much, right, Sammy?
I'm
Yeah,
kind of
your fur is pretty good at hiding snacks and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. If you stick in his fur, that's not going to be an issue. It'll just be the same as putting it in his bag.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, we can just hide it in Sammy's fur, and then as long as Sammy sticks with them the same way the rest of us do, and then if they run away with the orb, sure, they'll find out they've got a fake orb probably, but I mean, we also know we don't really want to be doing business with them anyways.
I don't know. They seem pretty good.
So Ms Flameback goes over to Walter and hands Walter the glass orb.
He takes it.
Now, I need you to roll dexterity real quick.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I don't care what modifier I have. I have a 7. Unless I have a +3, ain't gonna help.
So, as you reach out to grab
Is
these
dexterity
orbs,
tough?
doesn't matter. With a 7, it doesn't really matter because
10.
as
Dexterity is not
actually,
tough.
is it?
It's
Darn it, never
cool.
mind then.
Dexterity
Okay.
is cool.
Okay, because I was gonna say it was gonna be 10 or lower, so or 10 or above. So, okay, yeah. As you reach out to grab the orb, you trip and drop both orbs on the ground,
Now we have no idea which one's which.
and now
Or-
the orbs are
Aurasense.
completely mixed up.
Or Aurasense.
Yeah,
Okay, you use
there you
Aura
go.
Sense, and you can tell that the orb is somewhere in Gale Beach.
Well, I thought I could actually. I
What?
thought I had did a check
It
to
should be
get
a
a feeling
roll.
out of it. Yeah, I had did a check last time to know, like, get a
The
sense
orbs
of it.
are right next to each other.
He doesn't get like aura vision.
I
it's
roll
the
one to
same
the other
as-
side of the room.
Yeah,
I roll one of them to the other side of the room. Roll one to the other side. Which one is which?
Okay, here's how we can solve this. You use your Aura Sense. I want you to roll investigation.
Please be high enough.
that's a smart
Is that
roll.
a smart? Oh, 13.
Okay, with a 13, you are 75% sure it is the one on the right. Now I'm going to roll a dice, and based on that, I will know if it is the correct orb or not.
Alright, guys, I'm 75% sure it's the right one.
So I just rolled a dice, and I do in fact know if it is the correct one, and you guys have a true 75% chance that it is the correct one.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Guys,
So I just rolled a d20. I have to roll a 5 or higher.
Walter just goes, I'm 75% sure it's the right one.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a feeling the reason he tripped is because he was daydreaming. No, he was daydreaming because he's like, "What if I do this? My guitar's gonna get smashed."
So, okay. So as you pick up, are you taking the right one or the left one?
He takes the left one, the one he thinks is fake, and puts it in his bag. Like,
Yeah.
take that one.
Gotcha. Okay, so Walter has the fake one. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thanks.
Gotcha.
You told us.
Cool.
I didn't tell you. I told you which one you think it is. That's how I'm going to reference them for the rest of until you guys actually find out. I'm going to call them the fake orb and the real orb until
I
you
even-
guys know.
How do I even drop it? I was just sitting on a table.
Yeah. we were just
So-
How
they
do
were
I
just
drop
at a
it?
table.
Well, you reached
Yeah.
out
You,
because
you were
Ms.
sitting at a
Flameback was pretty far
table,
away.
and then you said he
Did-
tripped.
Did we all
Doesn't
look
make a whole
away
lot
when
of
he dropped?
sense.
Like,
I
did
was
we all-
imagining Walter stood up to go get it
Wait.
from Ms. Flameback because she was at the end of the table.
Oh,
So
I think we were-
when they fell, did we all just look away while they rolled? Like,
Yeah,
none of us
it's-
watch it.
It's
just
all a pretty
rolled?
screwy situation to begin with, but
So what you got? Okay, so you have the fake orb, and you give the real orb to Sammy.
Yes.
Okay, so Sammy, is now holding the real orb.
Problem. I don't have anything. I don't have any
Nom.
space. Hang on.
Nom.
Let me drop my Jennifer.
Oh no, not
What?
Jennifer!
You
No.
have a held item? Oh, right. Yeah, that was your held item.
She is my
Right?
held item.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
so yeah,
wrong.
just
Alright.
switch your held items.
All right.
But
Hang on. Let me just.
she was Jennifer is such a rock person.
Jennifer, I gotta. All right, Jennifer. Here's what we gotta do. I'm gonna put you down on the table. Be good. You be good. All right, we're gonna leave you here with Mrs. Flameback and Arabella. You can stay here while we do whatever we're gonna do. I need you to stay here, behave. All right. I'm gonna miss you. It's been a while. I know I just got you back, but I don't have any other room, and you're the most expendable item I have on me. I'm sorry.
The googly eyes on the rock jiggle around as you set it on the table.
You turn away, turn back, the rock is gone.
Oh no.
So
They will remember.
as you pick up the real orb, Ms. Flameback goes up to the door and she's like, "All right, you guys can come in. We
Wait,
have
Walter
as
goes
you guys
back to
are
where
all
he was sitting.
yeah, you guys fine. So as you guys all sit back down at the table or whatever, we have Ms. Flameback goes, we have discussed that we will be giving you the orb in exchange for Walter's guitar. And to determine whether or not you guys are trustworthy, we are going to have you help us around the house for a little bit, just to like get to know you guys and see how you guys do things. So for the next few days, we
I
would
thought
like you
she
guys
said that
to.
she didn't want them to know that it was a test.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. She said
she's-
she didn't want them to know.
Well, no, she doesn't want them.
She doesn't want them to know about the bunker.
She doesn't want them to know about the real test, but she's given them a fake test to take.
Okay.
So Miss Flameback's like, we're just going to work with you guys for a little bit, maybe do some missions here and there, and we're just gonna like monitor you and just like see how well you guys are. So no stress, we'll provide you guys bedding and food. So all's good. We just want to make sure that we can work with you on such a delicate matter. And Selena's like, actually, honestly, this is probably the best place we've had to stay in years. Honestly, yeah, I'd love that.
What are you talking about? What about your secret evil base? As Walter's sitting right beside Selena.
Yeah, of course you are.
He says,
And,
putting his arm over her shoulder. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what up, yo?
So as Selena's like, oh hi Walter.
Oh, hey, whatever.
Well, you're sitting a lot closer to her than you were before. And she's like, well, I mean, yeah, that's great and all, but I mean, honestly, this place is just really nice. So yeah, we'll accept this. I mean, honestly, it's fine. We'll just do some missions, whatever, get some money, and see how things go from here. So, I take it that's okay with you, Abyss and Bree, and they're like, yeah, that's fine with me. And all right, cool.
Has anybody
Where do you
seen
want us to-
Zekrom? I haven't seen him in quite so long.
I forgot about Zekrom. Oh no.
Little do we know he's running away with all. He's doing combat training
Well,
with.
wait,
the
no,
butler.
we did talk to him. We brought him in, talked to him about the job. Or wasn't he talking with Alfred about the job? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you guys can see Alfred strolling around on the lawn talking to Zekrom. There we go, we'll say that.
They're doing combat training.
Yeah, so Miss Flameback gets up from the table, she's like, alright, Selena, let me show you your room. And she walks to the other side of the room, shows her room near the bedrooms and whatnot. I think I had...
We got a lot of guest bedrooms here,
Yeah, I think last time you guys were staying, we had you guys share Bruce's room, but I've kind of just taken the fact that this is a magic house that just expands to whatever needs to be, because we've already got the magic table, so now,
Magic school bus.
Nah, see, here's the thing. We had the guest rooms, but we didn't want to... We wanted to have the bonding time between
that's
the
true.
group. So we had
Okay,
them all
okay.
sleep in Bruce's room.
Sure. So whether or not they were magically appeared or not, there are some guest bedrooms that are there, and as Miss Flameback is showing them the rooms and stuff, that is where we will end this episode. I'm Dakota, your PMUGM Museum.
Evelyn, you're next.
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Oh
Who'd you
shoot!
lose
I
her?
was muted. I'm Evelyn playing Hikaru.
And I'm Eli playing Bruce.
And I'm Shawn playing Sammy, who now has an orb of. He has an orb.
And I'm playing Jake, playing the Riz Master Walter.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.